Okay, Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, you Achamat, that I push this word in truth and in sincerity. A little testimony, of things that happen to people that's not right. That's playing both sides of the fence. It's this young guy on my job. Now, last week, today makes a week that the Most High put this dude to death. And I'm going to tell you the little story of what I have heard and bring out a few scriptures, and that'll be that. But I'm not going to mention his name, but he was 25. Nice kid, man. Nice kid. I can't even call him a kid. He's a nice young dude, man. Speaks to everybody, respectful. But I have found out that this dude was playing both sides of the fence. He had a job just so he could somewhat wash his money, so to speak. Because he was out there in that Dominican gang. I forgot the name of the gang, but it starts with a T. And hustling, selling drugs on the side. And I thought, he told me he financed the car, but from what I heard, he outright bought the car. So how can you do that? What are you into? That's what I mean by playing both sides of the fence. Now, last Friday, a week ago, I was in the parking lot getting in my ride. He was getting in his ride. He was like, this is my baby. Talking about his car. He had his sidekick that also worked on the job inside the car too with him. And he was like, yo, bro, man, what's up, man? How you doing, man? Yo, it's a party on T-Bout in 187 tomorrow. Why don't you just pop up? Why don't you show up? I said, nah, bro, I'm not into house parties, bro. I'm not into going and hanging out in parties, man. Somebody's apartment too. He said, nah, that's family, man. That's fam. That's my peoples. I was like, nah, bro, I'll pass on that, man. Maybe some other time, man. We get together and hang out. I was just saying that, but I ain't gonna hang out with that nigga. First and foremost, I found out he's in a gang, so I'm not hanging out with no gang member. I don't know what the hell you be doing on the street. First of all, I don't hang out. Second of all, I don't hang out with niggas that's not in the truth, man. If you're 2/3, I'm not hanging out with you. I say what's up to you. I'll conversate with you somewhat if it's on a job level. But other than that, it's hi and bye. What's up, bro? And that's it. Keep it moving. So he was like, yo, man, I see you Monday. I was like, Lord will, bro. Lord will. Have a good weekend. He told me, have a good week. I said, you do the same, man. Lord will, I see you Monday. Always say Lord will, bro, because you never know. He was like, well, yeah, you right, man. You right. He sped off in this nice little Audi. 2024. Brand new Audi. Got it in January. Anyway, to make a long story short, I'm off Saturday. After camp, I turn on TV and everything. And happened to put on channel 7. I left the TV on channel 7. So I turned the TV on and the news was on. And it was saying 2 shot in the Bronx. And it showed the dude picture. I said, what the fuck? I'm like, oh shit. It showed the dude picture. 1 dead, 2 shot, 1 fatally. The one was in critical condition. Couldn't find out he also succumbed to his injuries. This had to be personal. They shot that vehicle up that he was sitting in, which was his car that he bought in January, 27 times. It was 27 bullet holes in that car. So that was not only a hit, that was personal. They riddled that car with bullets for a reason. Couldn't find out he's in the gang. Like I said, I'm like, okay, You dealing the vice, you pay the price, bro. You trying to play both sides of the fence. You got a job, and at night, because we get off at 2:30, we off. So you got the rest of the day to engage in all kind of mischief. So this dude got himself caught up in some gang shit that got him deleted. And from what I was hearing from a dude that was at that party, but didn't go with them, his car, he got hooked up, whereas it's recognizable, you know what I mean? You know who that car is. So he parked this shit and went into the party, having a good time, smoking, drinking, doing the hell he do. Meanwhile, people that was after him was watching that vehicle. Soon he got in that vehicle to go home, they riddled that car with bullets. Slack it for the rant. I had to give you the rundown on what I found out. And for what I'm hearing, everything is true that I have heard. It took me a week of investigating what was going on to put this video up because I didn't want to say things that was not true. So I found out all the details from people that knew him. The dude that was at the party also works on my job. They was kind of tight, but he had his own ride, so he went to the party and he was ready in the party, and he parked his car. He parked his car a couple of blocks down. He walked a couple of blocks. And besides all of that, his car is not distinguishable like this guy's car. But they all in that same gang shit that get you caught up. You can't play both sides of the fence. You want to work and act like you legitimate, then be legitimate and work for your shit. But if you go out there selling drugs, the modern day drug dealer is a witch. So what happened to witches? You put witches to death. The Most High put them to death. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 7, verse 1. And it reads, do no evil, so shall no harm come to thee. When you out there doing evil, selling drugs is an evil act. Gangbanging is an evil act. You a gangbanging drug dealer, and you in a gang. So you gangbanging and you a drug dealer, and you was trying to play both sides of the fence by coming to work too, so you could clean your money up, I suppose. This is Book of Sirach, chapter 7, verse 1. Do no evil. Like I said, selling drugs is evil. Out there committing adultery is evil. Out there doing wickedness is evil. Gangbanging is evil. It says, so shall no harm come to thee. Depart from the unjust. That's why I said to myself, I ain't hanging out with this dude, man. First of all, you're not on my league, man. We're not the same age. We're not in the same age bracket. So I'm not going to no house party. Neither should you be going to a house party. I have been to house parties in the early 90s, and that shit always end tragic. It's only one way in and one way out. That's it. One way in and one way out. You cannot escape throughout the window. You gotta go in the same. You gotta leave the same way you came and do that door. And if people got the door blocked off with guns, where you going? But anyways, it says, depart from the book of Sirach, chapter 7, verse 2. Depart from the unjust, and iniquity, which is sin upon sin, shall turn away from thee. My son, sow not upon the furrows of unrighteousness, hanging out with people that's doing things that's wicked, selling drugs, committing adultery, robbing people, gangbanging, shooting at people, shooting people. That comes along with dealing in the vice of being in that gang. That comes along with being a part of a gang, dealing in the vice. And ultimately, two things is going to happen. Either the Lord's going to put you to death or lock you up in a cage for life or until the missiles come. That's the only thing that's going to happen. You're going to get put to death, or you're going to get locked in a cage for life, or paralyzed. It ain't worth it, man. It says, back in the book of Sirach, chapter 7, verse 3, my son, sow not upon the flowers of unrighteousness, and thou shalt not reap them sevenfold. And he paid the ultimate price with his life. Young dude, man, 25. Like I said, I'm not going to mention his name, but I saw his mother on TV wailing and hoo-hooing and crying and howling. That's her son. But did you know what your son was involved with? Did you know your son was a gangbanger? Did you know your son was a goddamn modern-day witch, a drug dealer? Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. But you can't go around doing all kind of wicked shit and you getting away with it. So therefore you're going to continue to do so. It don't work like that, man. This is the book of Sirach. No, the book of Ecclesiastes in the Bible. Ecclesiastes in the Bible, chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the hearts which the minds of the sons of men is fully setting them to do evil. You get away with a crime, it's easy. You got away with it. You shot up a place. You continue to sell drugs, commit adultery, whatever you're engaging in. Being that you got away with it and nothing happened, you continually to do so. Not fearing the judgment of the Lord. First and foremost, the 2/3 don't know the Lord. They know the Lord through the precepts of men, and they don't really know the Lord. So they continue to do their wickedness. Some of them cats are into Buharia, Santeria, wherever the hell they into. They get their beads blessed by going to one of the botanicas, thinking that's going to protect them. And you wind up getting yourself unalived, deleted for some stupid shit. It says, back in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8, verse 11, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the hearts of the sons of men is fully setting them to do evil. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with him, with them that fear the Lord Yahweh, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before the Lord Yahweh. Simple and plain, man. You out there doing dirt, continue with doing dirt. Eventually, the Lord is going to put that spirit on somebody, which is a spirit of vengeance, to put you out, man, to take you out, man. You continue to doing dirt after dirt, iniquity after iniquity, sin upon sin that's out there that's doing your thing, man. Not considering your days are numbered. The Lord sees everything. You're not repenting. And I'm quite sure you ran across the Hebrew Israelites out there in the highways and the byways. You ran across a video. Because most of these young cats stay on social media. And videos is on TikTok. You got brothers posting videos on TikTok, Instagram. Some brothers post videos on Facebook. I don't have a Facebook account, but some brothers do. You got Rumble, Odyssey, YouTube. So there's no excuse, man. So he probably ran across, I'm quite sure he ran across a video or ran across a camp. You know? He speaks English and Spanish. So he can understand. Well, he's there. He spoke English and Spanish. He's deleted now. It's been a week. It's been about a week. Tonight, around 2 o'clock in the morning, be 7 days that he's been in the spirit world, in his right state of mind now. He's in his right state of mind now. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 28. And it reads, because eventually, this is going to happen. The Lord's going to put a spirit on a particular individual, which is a spirit of vengeance to take you out, man. It says, there will be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. 27 shots in a car, that's sore strokes. It says, in a time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made him. Who's the wrath of the Lord? The Lord's wrath. They're appeasing the Lord's wrath that made him. It says, fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, and the sword, which is the modern day gun, punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandments, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. They do what the Lord bid them to do. In this case, put the spirit on these cats to delete these cats. One was dead on impact. One died 3 days later in the hospital. And I got this from somebody that he hangs out with that was in a different car that parked 2 blocks down that was in that same party. So he should know. He was there. Plus he hang out with the dude. And all 3 of them worked at the place I work at. I'm not their manager or none of that because they worked in a different department. But I should always see them. So, hey, man, when you're dealing in the vice, you're definitely going to pay the price. When you got one foot trying to be a law-abiding citizen, but on the other side, you got your foot in the streets. That's not going to them two right there is a recipe of disaster. It's not going to measure up, and you're going to wind up being put to death or being locked up. In this case, he got put to death. Yeah, man. That was the spirit of vengeance that was placed upon that individual that did that to them. Yeah, and it's kind of sad when you think about it on a carnal level, but on a spiritual level, that was judgment from the Lord Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shah? For him being wicked and not repenting. Even though you call yourself believing in the Bible, because that's what he says. That's what he used to say. I believe in God. But what God you believed in? Surely if you knew the Lord Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah, you would be in fear. So what God you believed in? Cesare Borgia, a.k.a. Serapis Christi? Because you didn't believe in the living power, which his name is Yahweh, and his son name is Yahweh Shah, because you wouldn't have been out there in the streets doing all kind of wickedness, engaging in all kind of folly and wickedness and madness. You'd have been serving the Lord. You'd have been seeking the Lord. But you wasn't. So the end result is the Lord put you to death. The Lord put you to death, my man. Last scripture before I close it out. I'm not going to make this lesson too long. I just wanted to bring out a few scriptures and tell you what I have learned. Like I said, this happened last week, Saturday, a week ago. Coming tonight will be a week. Coming tonight will be a week. Well, you can say it's a week now because it's Saturday. And he got put to death. And I remember telling him in the parking lot when he asked me to go to that party. Now I'm not into house parties, man. You shouldn't go either, man. It's one way. That's my people's. That's my people's. Okay, bro. Enjoy yourself. Hey, then he was like, yo, man, I see you Monday. I said, Lord wills, man, because Lord will. Always say Lord wills. You never know, man. You right, man. You right, man. You right, man. See you Monday. Drove off. Now look at him. If he's buried, about to be buried, or they're going to have the funeral. I don't know. Frankly, I don't care. It's not my business. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I am he, and there's no power with me. I kill and I make alive. You hear that? The Lord kills and make alive. The Lord put that dude to death. Both of them dudes in the car. One died later. One died on impact, on the spot, in your nice little ride, laid back, chilling, leaning. But your last lean is being riddled with bullets. Back in Deuteronomy 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I am he, and there's no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. I don't care if you indulging in Budaria, whatever you call that shit, or Santeria, witchcraft. It don't matter. I don't care if you worshiping Serapis Christi, aka Cesare Borgia. None of those are all bullshit. That's all bullshit. And that witchcraft and that Budaria and Santeria, that's controlled by the Lord, but on the left hand side. But really, you serving the Lord on the left hand side. Y'all don't know that. A lot of them Latin tribes are into that shit, man. A lot of them gang members, they like to get their beads blessed in them botanicas, thinking that's going to protect them from any kind of harm. While you're out there committing all kind of harm yourself, inflicting pain and misery upon other people. It says, for I lift my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. If I wet my glittering sword, that word wet means sharpen. My glittering sword, my hand take hold on judgment, and my hand take hold on judgment, which he received last Saturday night. I will render vengeance to my enemies and will reward them that hate me. When you're out there committing all kind of crimes and wickedness, you hate the Most High. And therefore, you're going to be judged by the Most High in a harsh, brutal way. 27 shots, your car riddled with 27 bullets. That was not only a hit, but that was personal. Let's think about that. That was personal. 27 shots at one car, 2 people sitting in the car. That was judgment from the Lord, but it was personal to whoever did that. They wanted him deleted, and he damn sure got deleted. Ultimately, the Most High Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah wanted him deleted, and he's deleted, done, gone. Into the spirit world, in his right state of mind. Now he know he's an Israelite. Now he know what he was doing was wicked. And now he know why he was judged. Harshly and brutal. So that's all I have. Abarat Akim was edified. Once again, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the bishops and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation, you Akim that pushes word in truth and sincerity. With that, Shalom.